Hello guys, I'm Omar with Analyze Weekly. Actually, I have started working on improving my DAX and recording my demos. And I have started with the very basics. It's a very good way to keep your repository and keep improving it and keep improving your skill set with that. So today's video is about sum versus SUMX. These are very basic concepts. Sum is actually it takes a column and give you the total of whatever int or float you have there. SUMX is actually a little more advanced. It takes a table and it then takes an expression because it's an iterator. So what it does is it takes the expression and it actually evaluate that expression on the whole table row by row and give you the required results you wanted. So here is an example of sum, which is a simple column in a fact table, and this they will give you the result. This is a very silly, simple example. The more meaningful use case of that can be with any filter of the dates or the products. But let's hit to our examples in Excel. Here I have a pivot table, which is actually the source of that pivot table is actually AdventureWorks DW and DW 2017. And what I've done is I have added Fact Finance, all the related tables. I'm gonna hit into data model. There are two ways to go into the data model. One in the data tab and manage data model. The other one is in the power pivot tab and hit manage. Whatever you pick, you can see this view, which is the data model view. We have diagram tab, we have data view tab. So here we have our dimensions and facts. Um, and you can see I have that sum measure already created. No need to write it down again. It's just a very simple thing. Now we have our actually the same measure in a different way, writing it in a SUMX way. So you see, they both are giving the same results. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a 2% measure, 2% uh, increase measure. And the way to add a measure here is you put a name, put a column, and equal after that, and start writing your formula. So here is what we discussed in our PowerPoint slide is SUMX. It will take a table which is fact finance and fact finance amount, which will be our expression. And expression will be like we are gonna multiply that amount with a 2% increased value, so that expression will be evaluated over every row of this fact finance, and at the end we can get our result. So by hitting enter, I can get my measure, which measure is giving me a little increased total. We had 30,339,804 net total amount, and which is slightly increased to 946,000 something. So to verify that concept, I'm gonna add a column, and that column here will be the amount 2%, amount 2% increased. And the formula for that column I'm gonna do is just adding an amount that is the column, data column, and I'm gonna add the increased value, add 1.02 to just get the multiple. And you can see we have little slightly increased amounts. 265 has become 270, 45 has become 46. Now just to verify that what SUMX has done, and now it's a simple sum is doing, I am going to just create a simple sum measure with this new calculated column, and I can show you the values. The results are actually the same. You can see it's the same thing, 30,946,600, the same value. So what this sum has achieved with the calculated column, this measure sum x has you don't have to add a calculated column there, so